I'm Blake from baaelectronics, and you may have recognized this setup here, the Archive HDD server, and it's not exactly working correctly. So I'll show you what's going on with this crazy thing. Alright, so I have pretty much no idea on what most of this means. I know what some of it means, but not all of it. I have no idea how that got there. I did not install Plex as a jail. H-hook error, cleanup required, lost all this memory or whatever. 6 pages, 4 pages, 6, 27, 15, 3. So obviously something is not working right. And I noticed this as some of my folders. See, 60 items, 668, 270, 270, 45, 30. So out of those, so say out of 45, 15 of them could not be found. So it's kind of interesting. These drives are very old, so wouldn't be a surprise if they're going out. One iMega 1 terabyte external hard drive, the Samsung HD 103SI, and then some enclosure, some sort of enclosure with the WD green 1 terabyte in it, and then my 2 fans and my thermometer thing, which is actually quite cool in the Texas summer, which I think it's like 108 outside right now. It's nice and cool in my office now that I have the fan up at the ceiling. So it's not thermal issues. I actually have to use this piece of duct tape to prop it up sometimes to let more air in. But it's not thermal related. I think it just has to be with these drives being old, and I'll prove it to you. This light is very bright because I've burned out my other one. Alright, so here's 2 images. On the left is standard Archive HDD up in the server, and on the right is Archive HDD backup. Now, of course, I am prepared for something like this. I always have multiple backups of everything done regularly, around every hour or every 2 hours. So I'm kind of prepared for all this to happen. Now, Archive HDD has a lot more used space, 447.6 gigabytes used. And Archive HDD backup has 370 gigabytes used. And it might make you think, well, the backup is not complete, or Archive HDD obviously has more. That's not the case. If you look here on the backup side, there's a folder called Alley Family Archive. It's 200 gigabytes. And if you look on Archive HDD server, it's not even there. It's just gone. Amazing Trick Shots looks like it's the same. Oh wait, no. Amazing Trick Shots has been deleted. I think these drives are just becoming to get old and starting to erase some of their data and kind of corrupt others. So let me show you the new ones that I got. Alright, so it's July 18th today. This video will probably be posted days into the future. As you can see at the top of the list, there are WD Blue 2 terabyte desktop hard disk drives. 2 of those. Of course, I run a mirror. They're 5400 RPM, SATA 6 gig, 64 megs cache, and they're 3.5 inch form factor. The reason for the flash drive is because FreeNAS actually requires a system disk. It doesn't recommend using a hard drive, as you will lose all the storage on the drive, so you won't be able to use that drive for anything else. That's why they recommend using a flash drive, because 32 gigs, it's just going to use that 32 gigs for system, and you can connect other drives to act as the ZFS datasets. I think it's time to start taking this thing apart. So I'm gonna turn it off. I gotta check the status. initialized, but it is one of the drives. And this is going to be the one that's going to be OS X initialized.
digital drive. This one's slower, but it's USB 2.0. This one's faster, it's USB 3.0. So I'm just going to use this one. Hopefully it'll be faster, but then again, this drive is very slow, so I don't really care. I just want to make sure that I have multiple copies of the server in case one of them ends up not working. What is that noise? So I'm going to copy all this data from Archive HDD Backup into HD103SI. 103SI. Now this drive is actually partitioned into two different partitions. One's 750 gigabytes and one is 280 gigs, I think. So this one's the 750 and this one's the 280. This is the 1 terabyte one. This is a 1 terabyte drive. So we'll wait for this to copy, which is going to take a long time, and then hopefully we will have our drives in by then. Hit format, and it formatted to, I guess, a supported version of NTFS, so hopefully Windows will install now. This is a ridiculous, oh yeah, there you go. This is a ridiculous amount of stuff just for a secondary operating system. Now that Windows 7 is installed, let's install FreeNAS on that flash drive in the back. Windows 7 is installed on the hard drive, and FreeNAS is going to be installed on the flash drive. Yeah, Parcel Locker 4. Oh my goodness! Frustration-free packaging? Yeah, right. I'm already frustrated. Oh, there's a little bit of packing material in here.
USB drive in the back. Alright, got the IP address. Alright, Archive HD is now mounted. I should have named it Archive HDD, but whatever. Archive HD for the discs. So you can see mirror 0. That means it's mirroring these drives DA2P2 and DA1P2, so it's going to copy the same data to both of these. In the event of a hardware failure, it will just boot up from one of the drives and I can get all the data off from there. So I will select all these, drag them up to Y, is it not allowing me to write to do it? Now if I do Command I have read and write access. So now I can copy over all my files to the share. And it's working. Let's see how fast see how long this will take. Oh, that's actually not too bad. So thank you for joining me on this journey to 2 terabytes of high-speed storage. Hopefully I'll be able to make more videos about this in the future. Hopefully upgrade to a 64-bit operating system, get even more RAM, and possibly even a Xeon processor, because this is just standard LGA 775 hardware, so I could easily get a Xeon in there if I wanted to. So well, we'll see what comes up. So bye.